Here today we are at the circuits of the Americas. Personally, one of my favourite tracks, believe it or not. I do like the American circuit. I enjoy it a lot, and we expect some good action to happen in here today because USA is a track you can actually have a proper fight on, especially down at turn 12, 30, 14, 15, all sector 3 basically, or sector 2 headed into sector 3. So it should be interesting to watch. I'm really excited for this one. 19 drivers here today. In fact, there's 2 spectated. There's 20 drivers. There we go. Chris has finally joined the session. So I was supposed to have Yogurt here with me, but for some reason I cannot get in contact with him. So I don't know where Yogurt is, and I cannot get in contact with him. So I don't know what he's doing or where he's gone. So that's unfortunate. I was really excited to have Yogurt commentate with me tonight, but unfortunately that will not happen. And I contacted him a bit too late. I contacted him about 5 or 6 minutes ago, not gonna lie, because I forgot all about it. But Yogurt wanted to join, but unfortunately he is not here. Laggy Race is spectating, so maybe he could join me in the commentary box if he's watching. I don't think Yogurt can join them because the session is full, regardless of if he wants to join or not. Because there's 22 overall, you can only have 22 people on the lobby. 2 of them could be spectators and 20 of them are drivers. So I don't think Yogurt could come if he wanted to. But anyways, back onto the main event. We're going into short qualifying, as you know it. 18 minutes for the short qualifying. Then we've got the race ahead of us. I'm really excited for this league. This league has got so much potential. I've really enjoyed commentating for this league. It's been fantastic. I got demoted down to Div 2 because I couldn't commentate for Div 1 because it couldn't match my timings with another league race I have, which is at 8 o'clock my time. So I had to commentate Div 2, but either way, Div 1 or Div 2, still enjoy commentary. So it's just been a pleasure overall in this league. This league has developed a lot. To have 2 divisions in it as well. Really excited to see what this league can do in the future, especially the 2020 game. Finally, I got some confirmation off Yogurt. Look at the clouds. A bit cloudy there, so that could indicate a bit of rain, maybe. We don't know, as we are in the short qualifier. But bearing in mind, the strategy is soft to medium. One-stop strategy for sure. Soft to hard or soft to medium, but I think soft to medium is better. But anyways, I'm going to turn down my game volume. Much better. I can hear myself talk. Hello LH44, nice to see you again. Always a pleasure to talk to you and see you. How's it going? We can see one of the Mercedes is coming out. Is that Alex? Yes, it is Alex. The notorious Alex. What a warrior this guy is. This guy is an absolute legend. He's an absolute thriller to watch. I know people criticise him, but at the same time, he provides us some good entertainment. It's not the first driver out, it's one of the McLarens, and that McLaren is live now. There he is. He was in the 100% race yesterday, and I think he crashed out. It was a difficult race. The mixture, the change of the weather, mixed conditions, I should say. Full wet to inters, then to dry tyres. That was really tiring, that 100% race. Imagine racing it, the amount of concentration you put in it. Never mind me sat here commentating, but racing a 100% league race, especially when it's wet. And it's Belgium as well, so it's going to take a long time. I think it took 2 hours, didn't it? Indigo's on fire. Wow. Indigo's on fire. Your defense is terrified. Hello, I'm good, thank you. I'm very good. Not too bad. Are you in the FNR league race for tonight, LH44? For 8 o'clock? I think you are, or you're definitely one of the RRC franchise. This here, the way Live Now has been going in Sector 2, that's one of my favourite tracks favourite places to battle on this track. It provides such good entertainment. And by the way, for those 7 people watching, it's fine mate, don't worry about it. I saw your Twitter message. It's fine, don't worry about it mate. Yeah, it's my fault for messaging you so late, so apologies for that as well. But anyways, Live Now is started his flying lap. There's a car coming out the pits, hopefully he gets out of the way, which he does. Off camber corner in turn 1, so he's going to struggle with traction. He misses the apex, but I think it's the best way to take that corner. To get a good exit, which he has. Now coming through, well, they call it the Beckett's and Beckett's in the USA, which is, it looks like it, doesn't it? You want to take loads of curve on the entry. Slightly missing the apex. I don't think he has the confidence to go fully flat out through here. Right at the curve, try not to go validation, and he hasn't. He was close to one, and as yellow set to 3 as well. This is turn, I think it's turn 11. Brakes before the 50-meter board. Try to straighten up the car as much as possible, which he doesn't. He gets, I think he carried too much speed in second gear there. Didn't rotate the car as he wanted it to straighten up the car as much as he can. Do you know what? Watching the USA GP earlier on, I was watching the USA 2015 Grand Prix, and that was one of the best races I've ever seen, the 2015 USA GP, and V8 Field has left for some reason. Hopefully he'll get back. He's also the other McLaren. The N sector 2 with the 102.7 does live now. I come through turn 16. I come through turn 17, the long downhill right-hander. Want to take a tight line to minimise the distance. I don't think he has the confidence and speed to do so. This is going to be a banker. Early parts of qualifying, he can definitely improve. As he comes around the final corner, and it's going to be a 33.2, which is our first lap time on the board. But Williams crosses the line, which is Chris, and Houseman goes on provisional pole with a 32.2. He's 1 second quicker than live now, so good lap time from the Dutchman in first place. Alex in fourth place, but on the medium tyres we expect him to go much quicker, considering others around him. As Wolsey goes up into second place, and Ryan Webb is setting some good pace. 131.8 from him in the Ferrari. Wolsey in second place. He's switched from Mercedes to Alpha, so joins his new team in Alpha. Your Jen in sixth place. Sporcom, I didn't even know. Is this Yuri Games? Is this guy Yuri Games? I don't think he is. Where is Yuri Games, in fact? He's not in the session, is he? No, he's not. So is this guy sixth place Yuri Games? Someone confirm that in the comments if it is or not. If it's not, welcome to the league, Sunshine. Hope you have a good experience around here. Kyle coming around turn 11, taking the late apex to get a good entry. And look at that Ferrari ahead of him. Hopefully he'll get out of the way, but he'll pick up a distant toe. Look at that, lovely toe. If Ryan gets out of the way now, yes he does. And this is also a place to overtake down in turn 12. Breaking the 75-meter board, bring it down to the gears. You want to ride the curve, which he doesn't do. Now coming down into turn 13, end sector 2 with a 102.7. It's all about traction for these corners here. Very difficult to break there as well. You're not breaking in a straight line. A bit leery on the throttle is Kyle. Coming through the long right-hander. Now coming through turn 20. Now coming through turn 21. They're not using all of the track limits, are they, these drivers? Kyle, as he crosses the line to set a 32.9 in the Alpha. Where did he go? He went up into second place. Did Kyle? It's Joe's first race in the league. How do I pronounce his name? Because I don't want to get it wrong. You're welcome to the league, by the way. Hopefully you have a good experience. As Patrick is on a 102.1. I wonder where this puts him in the Renault. I struggle there quite a lot with no ABS because I tend to lock up the rears and just slide out. So I need a bit of practice there with no ABS on that corner. I'm coming through turn 20. He can go out wide just though, but he doesn't go out wide. He stays within the track limits. Coming through the final corner, pick up the throttle, and it's just a straight run to the line, which is a 32.6 for him in fourth place. Double racing point being held up in the pits there. The Garbs and the other racing point there, so it's going to cost a lot of time. Probably did get their timing right. Kefman, the other Renault, comes across the line. Where could he go? At 33.2. He activated his EOS a little bit late than usual. Right, so who's on their flying lap then? Timmets is on his out lap. V8 Field stood in the pits. Pricky is on his out lap. Who's closer to the... We'll go aboard with Timmets then, the Ferrari driver. His teammates on pole position at the moment. 1/10 clear with Wolsey in first place. Where is Finley? Finley still is retired from the session. Yeah, so that's quite... I didn't even notice that he retired from the session. So what happened to him? Anyways, the guy up into 12th place. How do you pronounce his name? Your Jen? I don't want to get it wrong, but look at that. Coming through Maggots and Beckett. Goes slightly out wide, loses a bit of momentum coming through those corners, loses a bit of his rhythm as well. It's very important to get it right. Look at that, he just misses the apex quite a lot and it compromises his run through turn 9. Now to turn 10, the next corner is turn 11, brake within 75 meter board. Get on the power as soon as you straight up the car, but it looks like the back end just wanted to step out, so was he getting the throttle a bit too early for the car's liking? Stability of that car's not looking great for Tibbetts, depending on how much downforce he is running through that car. Turn 12, the Red Bull gets nice out of the way, short shift. Now 102.7, we've seen quite a few people do 102.7, very old. Yeah, as he applies the throttle, the rears are not taking it, so I wonder what setup he's running. It's got to be a little bit of a mixture between low downforce and high downforce setups. It's like the car's not wanting to take it. And if he puts on the throttle, he's squirming around on it. To turn 20, now coming up to turn 21. Nicely done on turn 20. Now coming through turn 21. Let apex through there, straight up the car, get on the power, and it's going to be a 33.3. And that puts him up into 11th place. So a bit of pressure on young Timmets in 11th place. Chris is on his lap as he comes towards the end of sector 1. I love that part. 2/10 up already, but where is the main rivals? Ryan's on his flying lap. Where's Wolsey? There he is coming to turn 3. Who's closer to the line? I'll go up with Houseman then, he's on the straight. Yellow flags in sector 1 and 2, but where is your games? Why can't you race? As he comes towards the end of sector, that's a good lap. That's a good middle sector from Houseman. A 101.6 for him in the Red Bull. That's very good. And now he comes towards a difficult corner, which he managed to execute nicely. Gets on the power. Now coming down that long right hander, very easy to understeer through there, especially when you're dirty air. Coming to turn 20, a lot of load is applied as well in those tyres. As he rounds the final corner, it's going to be it's going to be provisional pole. It's going to be a 131.6, 2/10 ahead of Ryan, but Ryan comes across the line and he takes it back by 1/10. There's a 131.5. Where's Wolsey? There he is. 1/10 down, it says in the sector 2. Right then, so I'll stay on board with him. Will he improve or not? I don't know. He's still going, so not giving up on his lap time. Pricky's got up into 5th place. The Racing Point crosses the line to start his flying lap. Westerhouse. And the Red Bull crosses the line to start his flying lap. Wolsey stays in 3rd place, but he does improve. But fortunately for him, hasn't improved his position. Chris has got up into 4th place, by the way. So nice lap time from Chris in the Williams. Hopefully he doesn't retire, because that's what he tends to do. No offense, Chris. I'm joking. No need to be harsh on Chris, but he needs to work on consistency. Well, who am I to talk when I need to do the same thing, to be fair? Racing Point, Westerhouse. The Haas comes across the line, and where will he go? He will go up into 4th place. Nice lap time from the debutant of your gen. If I pronounce that right. As Wester comes across the line, he goes up into 5th behind the Haas driver. There he is. Who else on there? Lap time? Tibbetts I mentioned. Where is Tibbetts? No, it wasn't Tibbetts. Live now across the line, up into 4th place from the McLaren. Here is Pricky then. I think he already completed his lap time. I think he's coming into the pits. No? No, he's not. He's coming around towards the final corner. No, he's not. It's a late decision to come into the pits. The Garbs, 2/10 down through the middle sector, but can he find more time through the 3rd sector? Look at the understeer he had through there. It went out wide, but it hasn't invalidated it crucially. And look at the understeer off the track as well, 32.9. And he's got up into 11th place, but hasn't improved his lap time either. What about Kyle in the Alpha? Where will he go as he comes towards the final corner? Probably carried a bit too much speed, because he had a slow exit, and hasn't improved. He's a few thousandths down. V8 feels back in the pits. He's on the medium tyres, so let's see if he'll switch over to the softs. Right there with Patrick. On board with Patrick as he heads towards, look at that, a 101.7. Patrick's on fire here. Let's hope he can keep it nice and clean with no ABS. Let's hope he doesn't lose the rear end, which he doesn't. Now picking up the throttle. Coming down to 16, 17, 18 and 19. Long right hander. The tyres don't like it whatsoever. The guy up into 5th place, how do you pronounce his name, the Haas driver, as he comes towards the final corner, and he's up into 4th place. Good lap time from him, and he's probably got one more lap time in the bag because he's coming towards near the end of the qualifying session. And we've got yellows in sector 1. Who's that? Or is it just slowing down? Majority of them in the pits. Kefman, the rear end, wanted to step out on him, exiting turn 15. I love this track a lot, but driving on it is a different thing because if you're on the soft tyres, they will overheat massively. Overheated is a massive problem, and it's a 33.1. He goes up into 14th position. So let me talk about it. Overheating is a massive problem because look at these. Look at the track layout. It's got long curbs, heavy braking zones, and a lot of work is required at this track as well. Again, he misses the apex because compromises run through turn 9. Overheating will be a massive problem for the drivers, but how will they deal with it? I had to deal with it quite a lot. I suffered quite a lot, but thankfully the safety car came out on lap 5 and I managed to go on the medium tyres. Overheating on mediums or hards is not a big issue. It will overheat just a bit but not too much, but the soft tyres will feel absolutely dreadful in the early parts of the race. Heavy fuel, I don't know what the weather will be like, but depending on what tyres pressure they run. In fact, I don't think, no matter what you do to the setup, I think you always have overheated issues. How can you prevent it? Try be careful through the Magnus and Beckett section. Just be careful through there. And especially this corner. Oh, this corner requires a lot of tyre temperature going in it. Imagine not having understeer as well. You're having to put more pressure on the tyre, more load onto the tyre as he comes towards the final corner. And he will go up into 9th place inside the top 10. Novgormeister, not really talked about him. He's on his flying lap time. Ryan Webb, Houseman on their out laps. And what about Kyle? Whereabouts is he on the track? I mean, Wolvesy, sorry, apologies about that. There he is, the same place as who was I on board with? I've actually forgot now. Novgormeister. Wojtył's retired yet again. He's always retiring in qualifying. He always dodges qualifying, does Wojtył. He hates qualifying. He just rather qualify last. Kyle will get a lovely slipstream off a V8 field. He will pull out the way, which he does right now. That's a lovely tow, over 207 miles per hour down the straight. Heads towards the middle sector. He ends it with a 2/10 up on his time. Not bad from him. I'm Safai has not set a lap time yet. He's either struggling or just biding his time. The Toro Rosso driver has gone off. The Toro Rosso driver has gone off. That is Novgormeister. So what happened to him? He's picked up a bit of gravel as well. I noticed it on the mini map, or the full map shall I say, as Kyle stays in 3rd place. So Novgormeister has ruined his lap time, and that's qualifying done because he can't get in the pits and get out again. I noticed it on the full track map, and that's he's retired from the session. Oh dear. What has happened to Novgormeister? I should have stayed aboard with him. In fact, he was closer to the line than Wolvesy. Oh dear. That's all I could say. But he's got a long race ahead of him. Toro Rosso went off where Nico Rosberg went off in 2015 when Rosberg lit up the rear tyres. But what happened to Novgormeister? I have no solution. Did he just plain understeer off the track? Did he? I don't know what he did, but either way, he's retired from qualifying. Houseman on provisional pole. He's taking back pole position between himself and Ryan Webb as he comes down into turn 12. Now coming into turn 13, he's gone a few hundredths up on his lap time. Coming towards the end of turn 16. Right, can Ryan Webb snatch back pole position? Throughout this whole qualifying session, the top two have been exchanging their positions. They've been trading positions between 1st and 2nd. Can Ryan Webb snatch it back? They're both in the 131.5s. Can Ryan Webb snatch it back? He will come across the line, and he's on pole by 1/10. It's a 131.4. Good lap time from the Britishman in third place. Right, who's the next guy to cross the line? Renault driver. He's got up into fourth place. No, he's not. He's on his lap time. He's in fourth place at the moment. Who's the closest one to the line? Is the Alfa Romeo. De Gorbs in the racing point. Kyle is up into 10th place. So other Alpha pits. Well, let's see where the Gorbs can go. He'll come across the line to set a 132.4. That's an invalidation because he hasn't improved. Well, he has improved, but he's invalidated, if that makes sense. Where's the Williams driver then? That's the next guy to cross the line. That is Chris. 4/10 up in the middle sector. So Chris, can he be on course to go up into the front second row? Long right-hander down there. Now swooping into turn 20. Or turn 21. He's in the pits. Why did he pit? He's in a comfortable position. Right, who's the next guy to cross the line? Patrick. The Toro Rosso's there as well. That's I am Safai. Safai will come across the line to set a 133.1. The racing point comes across the line. Stays in 7th position. Haas stays in 6th. Patrick off the track. Patrick will go up into... He will stay in 4th place. The McLaren driver is next. Alex is up into 5th place. The McLaren driver is next to cross the line. And he's up into 5th. The next driver is the Renault driver. That's Kefman. There he is. Where can he go? He will go up into 15th position ahead of Safai. And I think that's qualifying done. The 8th field. There he is. As he comes across the line. Stays in 17th position for him, unfortunately. His teammate up into 5th, so he won't like to see that whatsoever. But Ryan Webb is on pole position ahead of Houseman. Good job on the Englishman. The Dutchman is 2nd place ahead of another Englishman. Romanian 4th head alive now. The Romanian of Alex is up into 6th place. His teammates right in front of him is in 12th. That's qualifying done. How do you pronounce Jens for? How do you pronounce that guy's name? In I can't remember where he qualified. Right then, Ryan Webb is on pole by over a 10th of in 2nd place Houseman. Wolsey in 3rd place. The top 10, there it is then. Timmett's in 10th, whereas his teammate on pole. Hello mate, how are you?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Good. Have you got the tier 1 race?
Yeah.
Good luck in that one.
Thank you.
Interested in full sunny conditions here at the USA GP. People will have massive overheated issues because of the soft tyres will overheat quite a lot, especially in the Magnussen Beckett section. People will suffer a lot of understeer. The best way is just take it nice and slowly and try not to put too much load into the tyres. If you spin, that's probably it on the soft tyres. You need to probably pit because those soft tyres will just melt, basically. Just will be overheated so much. We'll see how the drivers manage it. I think the tyres could go 10 laps, but for their sake, they want to do the undercut. So I think it could be lap 6 or 7 till they pit. They don't want to take it too long because the undercut is quite powerful around here. So anyone to do the undercut is free. But interestingly, majority of the field are on the soft tyres, except 3. Novgorod Meister, De Gorbs and Kefman, so If they can keep up, they can probably jump on those soft runners from 12th onwards. If they've got the pace to. I know Nav has, but what about the Garbs and Kefman? If Nav's got the pace to, then the top 12 will be suffering on those soft tyres. Kyle and Pricky on brand new set of softs, so it won't be as painful for the top guys in 10th. Depending on what tyre pressure they run as well, I don't think it make a difference because they will overheat anyways, no matter what tyre pressure. If you put it all the way to high, then yes, it will just burn straight away. But you just got to be careful in the USA GP. It's a good track to race on, but once you're on the soft tyres, it's just absolutely horrible to experience. I'll go on board with a few drivers because I'll show you what it's like on those soft tyres through the fast section in USA. Turn 16, 17 and 18 will be a massive issue as well because they want to put a load into those corners. Suffer a lot of understeer as well, so we'll find out how the drivers manage it on those overheated soft tyres. Those tyres will overheat for sure, no doubt about it. Those guys on the mediums, it won't be too bad for them. We'll see if Hausberg can jump Ryan Webb off the start because he's got the inside line up into the uphill turn 1. Off camber turn 1, so if you can get a better start, you could potentially be leading the race like Kimi Räikkönen did in 2018, like Lewis Hamilton did, but Lewis Hamilton actually pushed Nico Rosberg off the track in turn 1 because they had no front end. So we'll find out and see, shall we? As the drivers line up on the grid. Finley Stewart, so is it really... I don't know. I would expect these drivers to go on the medium compound tyres, not the softs. Interesting strategy from there, but anyways, we'll get a lovely camera shot. Who will get a better start off the line? Will it be Ryan Webb or Hausberg? The lights will go off. We're underway for round 18 of the GP. Who gets a better start off the line? That McLaren's got a lovely start, and he's look at that Mercedes charging through. He's going to go down the inside into turn 1. Ryan Webb has it covered on the inside. Down the inside goes Alex. They're both side by side coming out of turn 1. Look at the McLaren as well, also making a good start. He's up into 4th place, but Hausberg versus Alex. Which one will back out? It will be Alex. Will have to back out for sure as we come through the fast Maggers and Beckett, but Alex is losing it. Alex is going to lose it. He keeps it, but Chris has to take avoided action there as we've got a Toro Rosso off the track. That's probably I am survived because he's down in 20th position. Interesting start that if you come up to turn 9. Timmins, Chris and Alex in a bit of a battle here. Look at Wester. Timmins almost lost it. He almost took Wester with him, but Timmins managed to save it. And now, look at that. Chris will go down the inside. Timmins will go down the inside too. Look at that. It's 3 wide. Look at that. Timmins in the middle. He's got nothing to do. But Pricky, optimistic move down there in turn 11. And he's actually ahead in 7th position. Timmins has lost another position too. Kyle, Wolsey trying to go down the inside, but he can't. Wester covers the position. Look at that. There's a multi-car battle. I think someone's on top of someone. Yes, it is. And that's not what you want to see. What is it? You don't like to see it. As Wolsey goes down the inside to the racing point. And he's ahead. They will all settle in as the Haas driver. Will he overtake him? No, he won't. Kyle hits the back. I actually don't know what's going on between those two. So, was that that Toro Rosso has lost part of his front wing. So has the racing point. So has Kefman. And Ryan Webb had a lovely start. Covered off Hausberg. He took the inside line. And we're coming on to lap 2 to lead this race. He's 6/10 ahead of Hausberg. Live now, 1.5 seconds further back to Hausberg. He's under pressure from the Renault behind. Look at the Williams behind Alex. Those two aggressive drivers down in 5th and 6th. Pricky up into 7th position ahead of Kyle as they make their way down into turn 1 off camber turn 1. So got to be careful on traction as Kria's overtaken someone. I think it was Finley Stewart. I think it was just a graphic error because he was already there before I spectated him. Coming through the difficult part of the track, especially on the soft tyres, because like I said, they will overheat so much. So I wonder who's got overheated issues. We can tell they'll suffer a lot of understeer and start to slide around in those fast part of the track. But talking about that, that's the Alfa Romeo who's just hit the wall where Sebastian Vettel went off. That's Kyle. So I wonder what happened to him. Did he slide off into the barriers? And he's lost part of his front wing to add more pain to his disappointment. So on the hard tyres is the Garb, so is Kefman. Wojtinho has overtaken Novgormeister. Look at that, Philly Stewart down the inside of Korea, down into turn 12. He's got the inside line. Will Korea fight back? He will try to, but Philly covers the inside line of the track. In fact, he goes wide, and that's allowing Korea to come back at him, which he is. You can fight through this part of the track. And he tried to do a switchback, but he can't do it. But look at that, Wojtinho versus Novgormeister. Nav on the medium tyres. So expect Wojtinho just to pull away just a bit, and it will be difficult for him to gain positions on the start, especially on those medium tyres. He's optimistic. He will try to go down the inside. DRS is unable. They both make contact on the side pod of that Haas driver. He's got V8 field to cover. The tier 1 commentator down in Div 2 as he tries to go down around the outside, but Novgormeister has the inside line. He goes off the track as well. That's allowed V8 field to just come back at him, and even more frustrated added to the Dutch driver. Cal's in the pits again to change his full wings. That's his first time he's come in the pits, not again. That was his teammate. What about damage? Yeah, damage will be a massive issue as well. If you have damage, you will suffer a lot of understeer. It will just be so difficult, especially in that fast section. I know you're suffering with overheated tyres, but imagine the front wing damage as well. But Alex is under pressure. Alex again needs to focus on saving that ARS. He can't be using it in unnecessary places. Look at that, they breeze past him. Pricky, Chris, they breeze past him easily because he's like a Honda down the straight, 2015. Oh, they both made contact. He's been sent into a spin. That was, who was that? That was Chris, who got sent into a spin by Pricky. So I wonder if they didn't leave enough room for each other. Tibbets goes down the inside of the Haas driver of Joran as he stays ahead of Tibbets. Chris versus Wolvesy. Wolvesy will understeer off the track because of overheated issues and have to back out of that one. Pricky was also involved in that incident with Chris. They both came together and they both hit each other, and that's allowed Alex to take back his own position. So Indigo, hello Legende, how are you? As they climb to make their way up into turn 1, Wolvesy trying to make a move on Chris. He'll probably get wanted for that for cutting the track. Chris goes out wide off the track, almost losing the rear end as Nav has got past V8 field. V8 field's on the grass. Did he get shoved on the grass? Did he brake too deep? There is Safai as he makes his way through on V8 field, lagging just a bit. Coming down into turn 11, Ryan Webb is still under pressure from Hausberg. Can Hausberg mount a challenge on the Ferrari driver ahead of him? Fine then, Cassie G. Hello Cassie G. As Wolsey has overtaken Chris down at turn number 10. No, look at that, Pricky has overtaken Wolsey.
What's the strategy actually?
What's the
Soft
strategy?
medium?
Yeah, soft to medium is the strategy, or mediums to soft if you're outside the top 10. Chris goes, no he doesn't. Pricky outbreaks himself off the track probably. Yes he will. So breaking deep, but he stays ahead. But no, Chris will dive down the inside. He makes contact. He gets sent to a spin. Do you know what that reminded me of? That reminded me of Sebastian Vettel and Daniel Ricciardo type of style in 2018. Chris has just been sent into a spin. That was funny to watch as well. But it wasn't funny to watch. I'm sorry to say that. Chris probably too optimistic to go down the inside. I'm good, thank you. I'm doing good. When it's FRL, of course I'm doing good. Makes me happy when I commentate for this league. Yellow flags is set to 3, and that is a Williams of Chris, so he's going to struggle with overheated tyres, and he should probably pit. It'd be unwise not to, and yes, coming to the pits. On the medium tyres, those soft tyres are done. Absolutely done. I know it's only lap 5, but the tyre wear's not bad, but overheating is a massive issue around this track, especially with the with the track temperature as well. Look at that, look at Houseman, he's closed up to the back of the Ferrari of oh, we got another yellow flag. That is the Toro Rosso, that's just been sent to a spin. That's Nav Gomeister again. Well, not again. He did it in qualifying, but not in the race. Not enough power down that straight to overtake Ryan Webb. He was saving the ERS. He's got 95% ERS compared to Ryan's 60%. Live now putting, sorry. Timmins goes down the inside of the racing point. Pricky goes down the inside, but the Alpha has that one covered. Down the inside, he has the inside line, does Westerhouse. Timmins on the outside. The two Dutchmen fighting for 6th position. He has Alex ahead of him as well. Goes down the inside, but can't make it. What about the guys behind? Nope, not close enough on that occasion. Wester and Uren has exchanged positions because Wester has just, well, understeered off the track basically. Plain understeer off the track that's allowed Uren to come back through. And he splits the two fighting Timmins and Westerhouse. Alex though, what's his ERS like? Not very good, is it, Alex? As he heads down into turn one, they both make contact. Thankfully, not enough damage. Oh, what was that? The Alfa Romeo's just spun. And that's Wolfsy this time. So both Alfa Romeos had a dreadful race. Alex has lost another position to the Haas driver. But Alex, mate, you need to put that ERS down into 0 or 1 because that's not necessary to use it here. You need to put the ERS down into 0 or 1. You can't put it up to 4. You used it on the unnecessary places, but look at Alex just sliding around in those corners because of those overheated tyres. Like I said, he makes contact with Westerhouse on the straight. Houseman, as he goes past Alex as well, Alex is off the track. Ryan Webb I can't even speak no more. He protects his position to Houseman. I'm a bit tired. Oh, down the inside goes Pricky. Will he make contact? No, he won't. Did he overtake 2 drivers? Yes, he did. He overtook 2 drivers, but look at the Mercedes coming back. Down the inside goes the Mercedes of... No, he doesn't because he's got cut off by Alex there. That's allowed. Finley, that's Finley Stewart who came from 20th, now up into 8th place. As they head on to lap 7 then. Houseman activated his DRS a little bit late than expected. There's the bastard cars. Those soft tyres are wearing. Look at that. Look at the graining on those tyres. Alex is the first man to come into the pits on those soft tyres. Moitinho's in the pits as well. The top 2, Red Bull versus Ferrari. We've got a Renault down in 3rd place, and that's live now. Look at that. Live now versus Patrick. Timmins down in 5th place ahead of the Haas driver. Pricky's got a time penalty. Nav Gomeister is all over the back of V8 field. V8 field under pressure. Probably his tyres are going off on lap 7. Overheating will be a massive issue. That's why Nav Gomeister is all over the back of him because he's losing a lot of momentum in those corners. As Pricky's overtaken Wester. And Nav will probably wait for the straight, or he will go for it in fact. Nice move, but V8 field will snatch back. Yeah, it's probably wise if you wait for the straight because that's just cost you a little bit more time than you would have want to lose. Look at that, he doesn't have the straight line speed. He should have probably waited for the straight. Or is that the reason why? That's a long way back from the Toro Rosso driver. Who do you think he is? Max Verstappen? He's just gone off the track. Late breaking move from Nav Gomeister, but he's not Max Verstappen and he just went off the track. I know he's Dutch, but at the same time, down the inside again, he makes contact, a Kobayashi style. That was a Danny Fiat and Sergio Perez style as well. Look at the understeer, plain understeer from V8 field. Those tyres are definitely overheated, for sure. But he does not come to the pits. Right, but it is time to pit on the medium tyres, but who will change onto the mediums first? You can definitely go to the mediums on the end of this race. Sophia's overtaken Crean. Nap has finally overtaken V8 field, but who will pit first? Houseman or Wolsey has overtaken. No, he's not. He's off the track. Westerhouse has overtaken him. So did he just play understeer again? Look at that. Look at those drivers struggling. Sliding around in those corners, not really a good thing for the drivers, that's whatsoever. Who will pit first then? Out of the top 2. Oh, more positions are being lost. Wester has been overtaken by Wolsey. Creed almost goes into the back of the Toro Rosso. V8 Field down the inside, but he goes off the track. And Nov has passed him again. Nope, he comes back at him. As both of them have pitted. The top two have pitted at the same time. And down the inside he goes, but he outbreaks himself again. And the Toro Rosso driver is through. The top four have pitted. Where will they rejoin? We can hear some cars coming through. Is that the medium runners? Nope, it's the soft runners from the start of the race. Ryan Webb comes out in 4th place, behind the Williams of Finley Stewart. Hausman rejoins in 5th. Safai, where is the others? Novgorod defended again. He defends the inside line. Wester comes out of the pits. Wolsey comes out of the pits. So does Pricky. Right, I'm just trying to figure out now. So the top 3 on the tyres they started on, so it won't be a good experience for them, as the 3-second tyre penalty has been gifted to V8 Field for corner cutting, probably exceeded track limits. Patrick has overtaken V8 Field. Safari's left the session. He's down in 6th place as well, so he needs to get back there as quick as possible. Geffman's off the track. Well, Timmett's, the top 3 should definitely pit because of those soft tyres will not be feeling good whatsoever. As I think Navgorod tried to send it down Korean, but it hasn't worked out for him, the Toro Rosso driver. Wolsey versus Moitinho, both in EOR. So Fives rejoined thankfully. And Moitinho stays ahead of Wolsey. Medium soft goat strategy, says the experienced driver of Duncan Hoffland. Duncan Hoffland, nice to see you anyway. How are you? Oh, we got a spinner. No, he half-spun the car. Kyle almost dropped it, but thankfully he saved it. And we've still got yellow flag sector 3, so someone's made a mistake somewhere. Finley Stewart in the pits. The GOAT himself is in the chat. Duncan Hoffland. VRT Aero. A lot of aero is required, but look at that. His old soft tyres are not working out, are they? He needs to pit because he's losing a lot of time to Ryan Webb. Look at that, just spin up the rears as well. And he's concealed the place to Ryan Webb. He's the only, no he's not, V8 Field and him are the only soft runners in this race. They will change it. It's time to pit, obviously. He's not fighting for first, he's fighting for, where is he, what's he fighting for? I can't remember now. Yellow flag sector 2, and who's that? Got off the track. Oh, it's both Wolsey and Moitinho. I told you they were fighting. They both came together. I wonder what happened there. He's lost a bit of his full wing as well. On top of the hill on the turn 9. Right, I can't watch that. Where are the main people? Novgorod managed to try to overtake Patrick, but didn't quite work. He's going to send it down the inside. Novgorod Master feels like Max Verstappen today. Het had goed bedankt. Novgorod cuts the corner just like Max Verstappen. He understeers off the track as well. He understeers as well. I'm having so much fun in commentating. It's so funny. It's so fun to commentate. And into the pits he goes. So does his rival in 3rd place. Waar heb je gedaan vandaag de laatste tijd? Duncan, people in the chat, I've got a video that will come out in 2 weeks time. I've started making this video. It's going to be released in 2 weeks time because of my championship in CWC. I've already I'm making it and it's going good so far, so please watch that video. That's the only video I want people to watch because it's going to be so good. It took me time to edit a video as well. It took me about 4 or 5 days, and it will take me more because I've got 2 races left, so please go and watch that video. You've had training. Nice. What have you been training for? Tennis training. Ah, nice. How you back into your tennis? Nice to see, mate. I wish I could do tennis. I've not played that since high school. I've not played tennis since high school. I used to love it back in high school. What was the poll time? A 32 point something. I can't remember. No, a 31 point something. That was the poll time. I could have done a 30, but not to flex or anything. I'm joking. Moitinho goes down, goes around the outside. He also locks up. Kriel tries to fight back, but Moitinho has it covered down the inside. He locks up as well again. As far as rejoined, so he's having some lagging issues. How long have you been playing tennis for? Nice to see you've got other hobbies as well. I like to go on long walks. I like to cycle as well. Novgorod Master losing the EOS. Look at that. Well, he saves the EOS. Around the outside goes live now. On the hard tyres, we expect Novgorod Master to just pull away because he's on those hard. He's on those medium tyres. The much better tyres on the hard tyres. No, bearing in mind though, he's on the old medium tyres. So apologies about that. Sorry, Nav. Head spite me. Moitinho stays ahead for the moment. Safai putting pressure on Carl ahead of him. Look at that, as expected the top two. I played tennis for 7 years now. Nice one, man, nice one. What got you into tennis? As finished, Stewart tries to overtake live now. He'll probably wait for the straight, which he does do. I think he's defenseless, but there is Novgorod Meister, and the guy behind him is gone. It will go down the inside. This will be a bit risky for Nav, but this time he doesn't outbreak himself and go off the track. As Live now stays ahead, but down the nope. It's so close and so tight. They both touch. You've got to go. Talk to me on Snapchat, mate. Nice talking to you. As down the inside again. It's nice talking to you, mate. Experience your latter. V8 Field has made the move on the Gobs. Nice move, I think, from V8 Field. Live now almost hits the back of the tire, so thankfully he doesn't. Right, 3/10. I think that's the closest gap between anybody on the track. Live now versus Nav. Nav struggled on those medium compound tyres. How is my BJ doing?
I'm in 17th place now, so
17th.
I turned online.
Oh, so it's not going good whatsoever then.
Yeah, it's just a shit track.
Oh, yeah, I do struggle a lot around this track. It just, especially on the soft tyres.
My tires are overheating.
Exactly. As down the inside goes Live now on Nav, but Nav will do a switch back, and I think Live now will have DRS. So we'll have better straight line speed than Nav. They're both side by side. This is good fighting between the two. Who will come out on top? As Nav tries to go in the slipstream of McLaren. As down the inside he goes. I wish I was brave like this guy, because me, I'll be a pussy and just stay back instead of fighting. I wish I was brave like this guy. And he'll probably send it down the inside. No, he won't, surprisingly. He's got Alex to contend with behind too. He's brave, isn't he, Novgorod Meister? He just goes for it. Right, this is the closest battle between 5th, 6th and 7th. I really hope there's a top 2 battle, but it seems like Ryan Webb's got the edge on Houseman as Chris has left the session. So we're having some laggy issues, aren't we? Or he's probably rage quit because he's down in 18th. This time he doesn't go down the inside. He's probably wise to not do so because he's too far back. Chris has joined the session, so he hasn't rage quit. It's just a bit of lagging issues. Or he's probably going to try and do the cut the corners because, you know, it works. If you leave the session, you rejoin back, you get away with penalties. So he's probably doing that. No, I'm kidding. I don't think he would do that anyway. Says Degal picks up a penalty. Look at that. We've got a train between 5th to 9th. If Pricky can join, then it'll be 5th to 10th. This could be an interesting battle then. Live now, vulnerable on the straight because he's losing the EOS. He's losing a lot of performance in the car. Not getting the straight line speed or power he wants to, as Nav will go down the inside, thinks about it twice. And this time, he's got the move done. What will the notorious Alex will do? What will he do? He brings up many surprises, does this driver. I raced against him once, and I was so scared to try and overtake him. Finley Stewart, I'm really intrigued to know what happened to him. Why did he crash in qualifying? Did he have a qualifying ban? I know Wojtyła, he just don't like to do qualifying, does he? Wojtyła. V8 field has overtaken Korean. No, none of them go for it in turn 1. What about V8 field and Korean? There they are, both close together. Battling for 13th position is those two. And they've got the Garbs to contend with too. As down the inside goes Korea, but V8 tries to outbrake him into turn 1, has the outside line, which is probably the better line, is it? I think you got a better exit than V8 field. One of them will have to back out. The car goes side by side to here. Come on, boys. And he does back out. Westerhouse. As look at that. I think he made a mistake through turn 10. And he has. Pricky's overtaken him. Ah! Alex around the outside. The Haas driver of Jurin's back. Welcome back, Sunshine, into this battle. He's up into 7th place ahead of Alex. Now Pricky's behind his teammate. "12 laps to go as V8 field and Korean are still fighting. Kyle versus Safai, sorry. He's on the medium, he's on the softs, or whatever tyres he's on. The Garbs overtaking V8 field again. And the Yellows in sector 3. That's someone in that battle there. Who is it? Nobody. Chris, I think it was Chris. Look at that. Down the inside goes Navgameister on the McLaren. Both coming out side by side. He pushes him and shoves him all that. Pricky, where you going, Sunshine? That's not the track. Look at that, Wester all over him too. So is Timmers. Look at that. We've got a party here, boys. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drivers fighting for 6th position. No, 5th position, sorry. This is going to be a mega fight. I can't wait to see how this goes.
Okay, so I'm starting 14th. What should I do?
Mediums to soft, mate. Mediums to soft. Around the outside.
Alright.
He tries to. I think he would wait for the straight. Yeah, he's going to wait for the straight, surely, but he's all over that Honda's rear wing. Look at that. Who's that getting involved? That is your end getting involved too. Yoren's overtaking Nov. Down the inside goes Yoren. Oh, live now. He's done it. Well done to the Haas driver. He's got 2 of them in the space of what? 1 corner. Timmers almost hits the back of Pricky there. I advise not to do that. As Live now and Nav are still battling. Oh, they both make contact with each other. And look at that. That is Alex trying to pick up the pieces from the 2 mistakes. Alex around the outside. Can he keep it there? And he will try and go for it. Will he go for it down into turn 20? Oh yes, it's a beautiful racing, but he cuts the corner and he picks up a time penalty as well. This is a beautiful helicopter cam. I can't even hear the cars. And lose that. That's Pricky trying to get involved as well. Novgormeister is coming towards the end of his stint. The medium stint is not really gone well for him whatsoever, has it? Down the inside goes the Mercedes, down the inside goes the Toro, so he's gone off the track. And that's not the place to be, Sunshine. And welcome back to the track. Yet again, Novgormeister not giving up, is he? My guy's absolutely going for it. Oh, yellow's in sector 3, and that is Chris. Chris, what are you doing in the barrier? Well, he's out the barrier now, and welcome to the pit lane as Alex goes down the inside. Oh, live now. Alex has got DRS, but they're both lacking ERS. Oh no, there's more yellow flags. That's sector 2, that's V8 field. The V8 field has lost it. As live now, will he go down the inside? Yes, he will. On Alex into turn 12 again. There's Bricky's waiting in the wings behind those two. And Live now stays ahead, up in front. 2.5 seconds is the gap between the top two, so not really the fight I want to see. But Alex again goes down the inside. He makes wheel banging contact with Live now. And then we'll go side by side again. Through the long right-hander. Korean and the Garbs exchanging positions. There they are. The Taurus, the Red Bull and the Racing Point driver. As Nav picks up a penalty. I think he's in the pits. Yes, he is in the pits as well. The Mercedes driver, can he go down the inside? Yes, he will. The Mercedes driver into turn 1 on his teammate. They both make contact. It reminds me of Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton back in 2015. They're still side by side. Pricky pushes him, and he has lost his momentum through the Magnussen Beckett's corners. And he picks up a time penalty as well, so we'll be happy about that one, will he? Alex will be under pressure from Timmets right behind him. I think Alex will be a bit pissed off with that because it was probably unfair for him. And look at that. The Garbs, it's a bit tight there, Sunshine. Yep, I won't advise going there. And yes, lovely. My guy's just been sent into a half spin. I'm back on the track he goes. Well, I ain't got nothing to say about that one. All I can say is unlucky, but look at that. Alex trying to go down the inside. He clips that Ferrari's tyre, rear tyre. As Safai is overtaking Korean. I'm just having fun with commentary. It's just fun. It's just absolutely exciting to watch. Alex cutting the corner yet again. Don't do that. Don't do that, they say, because you will pick up another time penalty. You don't want that. You don't want that one. You don't want that, do you, Alex? Otherwise, you have to give up the 9th place to Westerhouse. So Alex, mate, be careful. Try not to cut many corners. And down the inside goes the Mercedes on the McLaren. He cuts the corner. He'll probably get a warning for that, knowing the game. And Live now stays ahead. All over the back of that McLaren's rear wing. The McLaren saving to struggle ERS. He probably saves it right here because it's the best thing to do. All over the back of that McLaren's rear wing is Pricky. He'll just bide his time and wait for his moment down the straight. He will have DRS to assist him as they come down into turn 11. Will he try and go down the inside? Well, he does. But he has the DRS anyways. Look at the McLaren trying to break that slipstream. And that's an easy move from Pricky. No, it's not. Live now comes back at him. And he doesn't go off the track. A late breaking move from the McLaren driver. The Mercedes goes down the inside. Oh, that's a bit too tight through there. I love this track so much. I know people hate it because they're just suffering with overheated issues. Korean, Navgamaster has been overtaken by... no, he's overtaken Korean. I know a lot of people. Chris has got off the track again. Interestingly, we've not had a safety car or virtual safety car, but look at that. Things are getting spicy at the front of the field now. We can spectate the front of the field because Patrick Finley, I can't remember the names actually. Labnar goes down the inside, Pricky comes back at him. I got a bit confused between those two, 3rd and 4th. Patrick and Stewart fighting for 3rd place as Chris again. Will this be his 14th DNF of the season, do you think? My guy's a bit of a Pastor Maldonado, isn't he? We can't be having that record. And you can see his teammate all over the back of Patrick. Patrick has been overtaken by Stewart. Or has he? Will he stick it around the outside?
Oh my god, mate.
Oh, what's up? What's up, bro?
I've been brushed out.
By who?
I don't know, actually.
Live now goes down the inside of the
I have yellow
Ferrari
wing
driver.
damage. What should I do? Lap 2. Arts or
Wow, how bad is the wing damage?
yellow?
Is it is it affected your performance?
I'm gonna stay out 1 lap and I will see.
It's okay, mate. Calm down and just focus. It's okay.
I know.
You got it, my guy. You can do it. Chris has retired from the session, but thankfully he's done it in the pit, so that's the end of Chris. No longer seeing him, as Alex has been disqualified. Wow. I've never seen that before. Alex, mate, what have you been doing in that race? Stewart's crossed the corner again. Alex, what have you been doing in the race, Sunshine? You've been disqualified from the race. Yellow flags everywhere. Probably go back towards the battle between Tibbets and Lamb now. Still under pressure from the Ferrari driver behind him. Can he get a good exit cut out turn 11? That's a yes. Obviously on those medium tyres. Lime now aggressively goes to the left to defend and break the slipstream. Timmets has overtaken, not yet though, because Lime now's still there. Dives down the inside. Timmets will try and get a better exit than him.
Oh my god.
Now has the outside line.
Really bad.
Pit then, mate. Go on to the hard tyres. Medium tyres you will wear off towards the end of the race. Down the inside he goes. He pushes the McLaren off the track. They both go off the track together. Not best way to, not best thing to do from Timmets is he understeers. It's the corner, so live now to get back at him. Timmets must be absolutely fuming because he's just stuck behind that McLaren. He's got an opportunity to do it into turn 1.
Alright.
As he goes down the inside into turn 1, late braking move. Has he got it covered this time? And that will be a yes. Well done to Timmets. He's finally overtaken Live now. No, he's coming back. He should have That's not a really good idea to do, mate. You should probably back out of that one. You don't want to go side by side through there because you're guaranteed to get pushed off the track. So it's all about racing etiquette here and racecraft and all strategy and all that. Yes, you need to work on saving that ERS because that's not really good, is it? You need to first focus on saving ERS.
Oh, the hard ties are really bad.
Oh mate, I feel bad for you.
After there will be a safety car.
Timmets goes off the track. What are you doing out there? As he goes back onto the track. He goes off the track again. He wasn't even fighting. What's he doing? Look at that. Look at the understeer he's picking up on that front end of the car. Not really good, is it, around here? I want to see a bit of rain, in fact. Other than these two, it's just been a bit quiet now. 18 runners remain in this race. The chance of a safety car is quite low around here because there's many runoff unless you hit the pit lane. Two Toro Rosso's fighters West to House has picked up a penalty, but look at that. Korea defends from the Garbs. He prevents him going down the inside. Duncan Hoffland. Safai is catching up on the back of Navgardmeister. We expect Nav to pull away because he's on those bit soft tyres. The two Toro Rosso scrapping it out for the last poised position, and that is who's that? That's caused an incident. That's Field again. Oh, he's had such bad luck at V8 field. Not really having the best of luck, is he? Unfortunately, and he's gonna lose a lot of. Yeah, he's overheated those tyres. As down the inside goes Navco Master on Safai. Safai, will he try and fight back? No, he won't. I feel sorry for V8 fielders. Look at that. Right on the outside goes the Garb. Now he has the inside line. But he will do a switch back, the Red Bull driver, and he's done it nice and cleanly. He went deep into there, did the Garbs in turn 12.
Fuck. I crashed.
Oh, that's a shame, mate. That's a real shame.
After the second last corner. These hard tires are just fucking...
Yeah, they're quite shit, aren't they, those hard tyres? Talking about
so
that.
oversteery.
Yeah, those hard tyres don't provide the best grip around here. Safai and Northcote Master still 5 stars ahead down into turn 1.
I give a virtual safety car.
Who's Jackson? Anyways, Northcote Master has overtaken his teammate again as there's yellow flags in sector 1. That's a racing point. That's an odd place to spin. How did he spin there? That's a really odd place to spin. Who is Jackson, in fact? And Live now still can't overtake Timmets. Tutor also still fighting at it, going at it with each other. Look at the overspeed, look at the overspeed. He's going to try and overtake him into turn 11. He covers it. No, he doesn't. He goes down the inside. V8 field has retired from the session in the pit. No safety car will be deployed. And Nav will go around the outside. Oh, who he has it covered. They both make contact. Oh! I thought he spun there then, but I say. Tutor also is having a lovely scrap for the last points position. As the Garbs is overtaking Kyle. Now, will Live now send it to tier 1? Nope. Safai is still fighting with his teammate in first place, in 10th place, sorry. He's probably giving him more encouragement. Look at that. We'll go around the outside into turn 1. But Nav has it covered. Is that a bit of rain I see? It's raining! The rain has came down on the track, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a new chapter written in this story.
What lap are you in?
25. It is raining.
3 laps? Or?
3 laps to go.
Yeah.
And look at that. Houseman, oh, that's a back marker, sorry. I thought Houseman was under pressure from someone, but it's actually Kefman down in 17th position. It is raining, folks. I'm about to see a new chapter being written in this story. And the page has been created in this story. And we're about to see who's going to have the best grip out there. Down the inside goes Safai on Navgormeister. Those two Toro Rossos having a lovely fight in 10th and 11th. As he goes out wide and allows the Toro Rosso, well, allows Nav to go through again. How hard will it rain in this race? That's the question. Will they have to go on the intermediates? We will find out. Will it be wet enough for the intermediate tyres? And Timmets trying to go down the inside of Picky, but can't quite make it. How hard will it rain in this race? I think Houseman's been a bit distracted by the Renault down in 17th position. He keeps ghosting in him and out him again. So I need a drink because my voice is going. And look at that, Live now on the back of the Ferrari of Timmets. On the hard tyre, you would expect that, would you, in these conditions? As a better exit coming out of turn 10. Or turn 11 or whatever it is. Will Timmets try and get his position back going down the inside? Yes, he will. And not being a pussy about it. He goes down the inside and he... Oh, the Live now's still there. Down the inside he goes. But he breaks himself. No, he doesn't. Timmets. Oh! That could have been close to a spin. Two Toro Rossos are still fighting. These two have been absolutely fantastic today because Navgormeister has not been a pussy and not stayed behind someone. He's actually gone for the moves from a long way back as well. He's actually made it stick. He's gone for the track at the same time. My guy is absolutely on fire today. He will be a bit pissed off because he was stuck in traffic for a long time and he made those mistakes, but he's still in 10th place on lap 27. Tibbs might be a little bit frustrated behind him because he's been behind him for a long time. Live and exclusive on the YouTube channel Indigo. "20 minutes left till I have to go, but it's only 2 laps to go anyways." Woolsey has overtaken Kyle, his teammate. Both Alphas not really having a good race. "28 laps, I was just thinking, as he goes off the track. Lap 28 out of 28, do you know what that means? I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah, it's the last lap. 28 laps of this GP. As a driver, does it go quick or slow for you? No response from BJ.
What?
Does a 50% race go long or quite short for you? It did make sense. Does it go quick or not for you? The 50% race.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I would say that if everything is against you, so you crash, you spin, and all that just shit, then the race is long. But
yeah.
If you're just in first place and battling and that stuff, then the race is over before you even know.
Well, my guy Ryan Webb has just absolutely obliterated everybody, dominated this race, and no troubles whatsoever. Not put a foot wrong in this race, and look at that. Led the whole race, in fact. And he will come across the line as Surprise retired. I don't think there'll be a safety car. As he comes across the line, and he will win the USA GP. As Houseman will come across the line to win the USA GP. Philly Stewart will finish in 3rd position. I repeated myself, sorry. I meant Ryan Webb finishes 2nd. Finley Stewart will come across the line to finish in 3rd place. Patrick will finish in 4th. Oh, Pricky's losing. Look at that. There's a last lap fight between the two. They're both pushing and shoving each other. They're not giving up on 6th position. Down the inside he goes. They're barging each other off the track. Look at that. That's a bit unfair because you need to give some space. Whoa, jeez. Calm down, boys. Jesus Christ. And Timmins will probably take them both on. Yes, he will. He finishes in 6th. Safaris left the session again. As Westerhouse finishes in 9th position. Nav, he will finish in 10th. Wojtin, you're not really spoke about him much, but he will finish in 11th position. Crean will finish in 12th. The Garbs in 13th position. Kyle, Wolsey, in 14th. Kyle in 15th. The last man to cross the line will finish in 15th. I need a drink because the throat is dry. A really interesting race in the midfield. That was good to watch. Sadly, we did not see the top two fight. Ryan had the pace, but he got more penalties than Houseman. Houseman didn't get any penalties whatsoever, but there's the classifications there. Houseman finishes the first ahead of Ryan Webb, Finley in third, and Patrick. Look at that, loads of Dutch people in this session. And your man, your boy Alex, has just got disqualified, and he will finish in last place. The consequences of picking up way too many time penalties, sadly for him. And that's the race done. So I've got to go now to my league race, and I'll see you all in a bit. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.